Heaven's California.
Hey guys, today I'm going to be reacting to a Mr. Nightmare video. Sorry, I just ate and stuff, so 3 True Lockdown Horror Stories Volume 3. I think I remember seeing lockdown stories, I think, by Mr. Nightmare before, and they were like pretty good. Like, they actually had me like, like that. I was like really nervous. Like I didn't react to them, I don't think, but because I don't think I started reacting at that time yet, but I obviously am now, so yeah. It's about 10.5 minutes. Before I get into it, of course, I'm not gonna say anything without mentioning that Canada did win 5-0 against Finland in the semi-final of the World Junior Championship 2020, obviously. And it was really good. Like, it was a 5-0 blowout. It was amazing. And tomorrow they will play Russia. I will probably play the Canada's anthem. Like, I'll probably just like post the video just like I normally do. I don't know why I do that, but like, I like doing that. I love filming the anthem and then posting it. Tomorrow I will obviously be watching the game, so I'll film the last few minutes, like regardless of the score, and I'll upload it. And of course the winning team's anthem and then the medal distribution. I'll probably film everything no matter who wins, just because I'm like that. So plus it's the gold medal game. Like who doesn't want to see that, right? So anyway, guys, thank you guys. Or I was gonna say thank you guys for watching. I just started the video. What am I talking about? Anyway, I will get into it. So again, this is Mr. Nightmare. Lockdown Horror Stories. It should be a good one. I was excited ever since I saw this come out, and I was like, yes, I cannot wait to react to this. So let's get right into it.
Attention, lockdown, lockdown, lock the doors.
Stay away from the windows.
Like these stories are really scary, but like kind of entertaining.
My school went into a lockdown.
Ugh.
I was in my senior year, and it was the last week of school. So everything was kind of chill and laid back at that point.
That was last week of school too.
My friend, who we all used to call Moose, was cutting class with me to smoke in my car in the senior parking lot.
Okay.
One of our friends, Mario, who was in the lunchroom, texted me to come chill with him. So Moose and I started walking back to the school.
Okay.
As we were about to enter through one of the discreet back doors of the school by the band and chorus rooms, Mario texted me saying the school was going into lockdown. And he was right. As we entered through the still unlocked back door, we noticed the red lockdown lights flashing in the tiny band hallway. We walked through the empty hall. This was the quieter section of the school with less foot traffic since we were far from the regular classrooms.
Yeah, but hide into a room.
I was texting Mario, asking him what was going on and if it was just a drill. Moose and I stood in the hallway waiting for an answer. My friend Mario texted back saying, "Dude, holy shit." And the 3 dots bubble, meaning he was typing, sat under his text for like 30 seconds. Then it went away. He didn't send a second text. I sent him 3 question marks. Moose and I
that makes me
didn't really
nervous.
know what to do. The main hallway lights were shut off.
You have to hide into
the halls were the backup lights and the red flashing lockdown lights.
like hide in a room, lock
no
it.
teachers anywhere to tell us what to do.
Hide.
So we just chilled in the hallway.
Hide.
We tried opening the doors to the auditorium, but they had already been locked. Moose then tapped my shoulder and pointed down the hallway. All the way down, there was someone dressed in black fast approaching, like speed walking down the hall in our direction.
You better run. You better
At
run.
first it looked like a teacher.
It's not a
And
teacher.
as he got closer, we realized he was wearing some kind of white mask. Moose and I started walking backwards instinctively in response to what we now perceived to be a threat.
Walking.
As he got
Run.
even closer, we could confirm it was a mask on his face.
Run.
And it was this horrifying, disgusting mask of some pale, rotting-like face. I'd never seen anything so creepy at any Halloween stores or anything. The man was now too close for comfort, and the way he was approaching us was obviously full of aggression.
Like, go. What are you?
Moose and I turned and started running back towards the band room.
Finally.
We hoped the band teacher, Miss Bryant, would be in there to let us in.
I could have run 30 seconds ago.
We got to the door, which was locked, and started pounding on it, but we didn't have time to wait. Moose and I split up to hide.
Finally.
I hid in one of the music department closets. I don't know where Moose went. I turned the light in the closet off and hid behind a big container.
Okay, that's one thing
There
to
was
do,
a
right, at
big
least.
glass window in the door to the closet.
Glass window.
And I could see into the hall thanks to the little light from the backup lights. I heard footsteps approaching from outside, so I ducked my head completely behind the container. I only looked up and peeked out the window after the footsteps had stopped for a while, and I assumed it was clear.
It's not clear.
But it was not. The footsteps stopped because the man in the mask was standing at the door, looking in through the glass. I ducked back down, hoping he didn't see me, and then the closet door creaked open. It sounded as though he was trying to fiddle for the light switch, couldn't find it, then gave up.
Good.
I heard footsteps quickly walk away, matching
Okay.
his speed walking pace from just before.
Okay.
I took out my phone to text Moose to see if he was alright, and I saw I had a long text from Mario. He explained that a student was stabbed in the bathroom by some masked man with a blade.
Oh my god.
Moose also texted me saying he's alright. He ran back outside to his car. I realized that was a good idea. I made sure the coast was clear and booked it for my car as well. I sat in my car in front of the school and watched as cop cars swarmed the place. At least 10 officers entered the building. Moose came to sit in my car with me, and we watched for over half an hour.
Okay.
The school was let out early, with police escorting the kids out, of course.
I would hope so. No one wants
They
to stay
never
after
even
that.
found the masked man in the
What?
school. He likely escaped through one of the back doors.
Oh my god. They weren't locked?
There were helicopters searching all day for the man. I'm pretty sure he was never found.
What the fuck?
I thank my lucky stars I didn't have a similar fate as that kid in the bathroom.
So did he die? Like, don't just cliffhang me like that. I'm assuming he died, but I don't want to think that. And the bitch wasn't even caught. I'm pissed.
I went to a very poor high school in a bad neighborhood. Because of that, we regularly had fire drills and lockdown drills in the case of something happening.
That high school looks sus as hell.
During a lockdown, the teacher would turn off the lights and we'd all hide in a corner of the classroom without saying anything. It was a cold day in the third quarter of the school year. The windows were all shut, obviously, but still, my teacher had to stop mid-sentence because we could all hear some kind of shouting outside. Definitely some kind of commotion. My teacher went to the window, looked outside, then opened one of the windows, but the yelling seemed to stop by the time he did. At the same time, the dean started speaking over the loudspeaker and said we were going into a lockdown. My teacher rushed to shut the door and turn off the lights. We all did our thing, went to the corner of the room.
Okay.
Time seemed to move slow as we were all huddled in that corner.
Yeah, it's so, like, nerve-wracking.
Screams started coming from the hallway. Not the screams of students, but deranged, angry screams from a grown man.
Okay.
Familiar to the screaming we briefly heard from outside.
What did he
Someone
do?
dangerous was in the building, clearly. The school I went to didn't have security guards. It was too poor. So literally, in a case like this, we'd have to wait for police to arrive.
Do you have, like, security cameras like every
Screams
school
were then
should?
accompanied by bangs on a nearby door. Another classroom. We could hear the screams of the kids in the room next to us. The banging stopped.
Don't scream. You
The
have
screaming
to...
grew closer until it was right outside our door.
Of course
and then
it was.
bangs on our classroom door. A couple
Oh my
kids
God.
screamed and started
Don't
to cry.
scream.
The sick man on the other side of the door banged and banged. He started hitting the glass with his elbow, I think, as he screamed insane things that made no sense to us. Some of it being, I'm sick of it, and just stop already. The sickening sound of the small, thin glass window of the door shattering made the reality of the situation sink in.
Oh my god.
worse.
Oh, I have goosebumps because I'm frozen and the
Kids
story
on the
right
other
now.
side of me were screaming and crying now. Me, I was just sitting there in total shock. The man on the other side of the door stuck his arm into the room through the thin window opening and tried unlocking the door.
Oh my god.
My teacher took that opportunity to grab a pair of scissors and literally stabbed the
Stab
man's
him.
arm. The man cried out in pain, banged on the door a few more times, even harder now, and started running down the halls, still crying in what was probably a mix of pain and anger. The lockdown was ended a few minutes after police arrived. There had to be at least 6 cop cars outside. And yes, the crazy sicko man was arrested and probably brought to a mental hospital.
Yeah, I was thinking he probably just
The
had
man
something mentally
apparently
wrong.
wasn't armed, but he clearly came into the school with intentions of hurting people.
Yeah.
Kids, mind you.
Yeah, I'm glad everyone's okay, from what I understand. I hope he got help because there obviously are people that aren't there. He probably just has some kind of like disability, you know?
I went to a school in California. We always had a lockdown drill once a month.
Once a
But
month.
only one time ever was it not a drill. I was in the cafeteria during my lunch period when the teacher, who was in charge of watching the lunchroom, announced over the microphone for everyone to be quiet. He announced to us that the school was going into lockdown and ordered us to be quiet. I think he genuinely scared everyone by how serious and nervous he sounded, because everyone in the cafeteria looked genuinely shook and actually shut up. I looked around the disturbingly quiet cafeteria and could see everyone else was doing the same thing. taking nervous, curious glances at their friends and strangers at other tables.
That's
Then
scary.
shit went down.
Oh my god.
A gunshot echoed from across the school.
Shit.
And that's when panic set in with everyone. Some kids ran for the exit door. The teacher in charge of the cafeteria yelled at everyone to hide under the tables as
Oh my
he
God.
locked the cafeteria doors and shut off the lights. I was sitting under the table with my friends, heart racing, feeling sick, knowing my life could be in danger. Every minute felt like an eternity, just waiting for someone on the intercom to say it's all clear.
It's not gonna be all clear.
Then, across the cafeteria, there was a sudden outroar of screams from students, mostly girls.
Oh my
The
god.
sound of tables and chairs being moved or falling over.
Oh my god.
My friends and I looked out from under the table, and we saw a kid with a gun outside the locked door of the cafeteria.
Oh my
I
god.
remember hearing gunshots. He was shooting at the glass door. The glass didn't shatter right away. I don't even know if it did at all. But the entire lunchroom cleared out through the two side exit doors to the outside.
Okay.
Students of all ages either ran to their cars or off the school property and into the neighborhood streets.
Get the hell out of there.
I ran in the direction of the front of the school, also the direction of my house. I saw police cars already outside. I think they had just arrived at that point,
Yeah.
but I didn't stick around to watch. I got home and told my parents, and my dad turned on the news to see the shooting was already being talked about. Miraculously, only one girl was wounded, and the police somehow apprehended him without killing him.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry for anyone else who has to go through something like this. Fearing for your life that much is not something anyone should have to go through.
Well, that was definitely a video. I mean, I can't really say I expected anything less. It's lockdown horror stories, so I don't really know what to say. Just because like seeing a video on it now and like reacting to it and stuff, and like I remember Valentine's Day, I think 2018 or 2019. I'm pretty sure something happened 2 years in a row, 2018 and 2019 on Valentine's Day. I'm pretty sure something happened back to back years on Valentine's Day. I think there was a school shooting both times. And like several students were hurt. It was so sad. Like it was so sad to see. Like there was a video of like the school shooting like survivors, and it was just so scary. It was all in the U.S. It's so scary. Like I've had lockdowns. Though again, knock on wood, because I really do not want to jinx this. And nothing has been crazy. Like I don't even think there anything. Well, like we've had lockdowns because of like situations like nearby. But it wasn't like a direct threat to the school. Apparently, I think someone outside my school was shot with a gun or something. But it wasn't a real gun or something, so like they just obviously, and then apparently, there was a threat online towards a school. I don't know what it was about. I don't know if it was my city's name, or if it was the same name, like as my high school's initials, which I'm not gonna say. Just yeah, no, but I think it was my school's initials or like my city's name or something. I don't know. But I think it was something about, like, yeah, I'm going to threaten this place or I'm going to shoot it up tomorrow. And I was like, I'm just not going to go to school tomorrow. I think I still did, or I may not have, because I told my mom, and then she was like, yes, stay home in that sense, because obviously, you know, I think I went. I believe I went. I don't know if I went or not. But I think there was 2 cop cars outside the school. And then I think I later learned that police from the U.S. called my police, like my city's police, and was saying that the threat was there, but like there in the U.S. But because it wasn't like elaborate, like a not specific city or continent, not specific city, state, province, country, it wasn't really known. So apparently, like, you know, it was kind of like alarms to us, and obviously like notified to the police and stuff. So, but apparently the threat was somewhere else. But I've definitely had like my few little things of like definitely like lockdowns, like mostly drills. Even at college, I've had like 1 or 2. But it was just a drill, so like it was just like a practice. Like no one actually hit or anything. It was just kind of like a type that sort of thing. But I can't even imagine like going through that, like knowing that someone is armed inside the school. You may not know if you're safe. Like you're messaging your parents. I don't know if I want to make it out alive. I love you. You know, it's just so depressing to even like think about and like to go through. It's just so sad, like so like scary to have to go through at all. Like it's hard. Like of course me not going through that, I'm not gonna say it's hard, but obviously I know it's hard. It's like, you know, it's scary. Like you just want to make it out alive. You don't want to like go back. Obviously, then you know the one time, like the day after or like two days later you return. It's kind of like two days ago this was a scene, like a crime scene, you know? Scary. But just stay safe out there if you see anything, like if you guys are in school, which I am obviously, so of course I'm like, you know, I don't really think about anything happening really. Although there is like a mental hospital or like some kind of like a mental asylum type thing a few blocks away, or like nearby my college, so that's like the main threat, like the biggest threat, which could be happening, but I don't think it ever has. So if someone escapes or something, but I don't know. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Stay safe. You know, if you see anything like suspicious, report it, hide, whatever. And if you hear the lockdown alarm and you do not know if it's a drill or not, hide. Do not stay in the hall like these bitches did, just kind of like, oh, I'm just gonna wait for something to happen. No. But I really hope not the guy that was stabbed. I don't know, it didn't really elaborate, but I think he died, which I hope not, but... And then the one girl was wounded, which I really hope she's okay. And the third story, I think, was just about a kid with a gun, right? Not like an adult or anything. It's still bad, but that just reminded me of like the 15-year-old that had a gun, the parent gun outside my school, but obviously nothing ended up happening, but... There was an incident in my city regarding a stabbing that happened outside of a high school. It wasn't like a lockdown or anything. I think it was after school already, but... There was a stabbing outside a school in my city, and the guy died. It was really depressing. Like, it was so sad to hear about in the news and everything, just to hear the parents and all these like reactions. It was so sad. Life is hard, and you just gotta be careful. Like, you just never know what's gonna happen at what time. Like, you just don't know. And that's the scary thing. Anyway, sorry for ranting on, but you know, like, let me know if you guys have had any like, experiences or something like this happening to you, if you have or haven't, whatever. Just let me know, and again, stay safe out there, and, you know, just, like, report anything suspicious. Thank you guys for watching, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.